Hi guys, how's the stream coming in? Welcome to Fate of Destiny's live webcam episode number 23. Halloween edition. How's everybody? And are you excited for Halloween? 'Cause I am! Oh man, that zombie blood is really, really sweet. So, because I am a little bit like crazy about Halloween, I am in one of my zombie get-ups. I'll probably will have a different one by the time the 31st actually rolls around, but yeah. Oh, for anybody who hasn't joined a live stream with me before, the way I like to run things usually is I'll read your username and then read your comment or question and then respond to it, which I will just apologize right away because I'm probably going to mispronounce something somewhere down the line. It's not on purpose, I promise. And if you give me some correction, I will try to integrate that, but I'll probably still mispronounce something. Is the audio and video okay? Is it coming in all right? Aaron Manning. Des, you got rid on you. I love that movie. It's a classic zombie romantic comedy. And from where is everybody tuning in? Y'all know I'm from the increasingly chilly state of Wisconsin, which is part of why with Halloween costumes I make sure to have like things that I can wear, pants and jackets and stuff with, because otherwise it's just like uncomfortably, brutally cold out. Also, I hate being cold, so I guess unless I'm shooting, then it's, kind of a fair trade. Andrew Stevens, you might want to put a little Neosporin on that. I feel fine, guys. It's cool. Nathan Lamberson, interesting makeup. Shot in the cheek? No, I have a little friend who's hanging out of my face. Mr. Wormy Worm. Nate Schultz is from the Twin Cities area. Nathan Lamberson, Central Illinois, watching the St. Louis Blues game. Way to multitask. Paul G, Key Largo, Florida. 84 today. Oh, just rub it in, why don't you? Love Florida weather. I miss living there. Bill Fenton, 5x5. Awesome. Good to know that the clarity's coming in all right. Oh, if you do have any problems with the stream, you may want to either change the broadcast quality, like go to the mobile broadband, or hit F5, refresh your window. That usually is enough to work. Lee Nakasane. Aloha all. Sorry I missed last week. Had to take care of the visitors to a Hawaiian artifact. Sort of. Okay, let's get caught up. I meant bandwidth. Sorry, I said broadband. That was silly of me. Hope you got what I was supposed to say anyway. Matthew James Stoddart. I'm from Wellington, New Zealand. Oh, a Kiwi. Lovely. Tony Silveira. From Newark, California. Aaron Manning, Summer Shade, Kentucky. Andrew Stevens, tuning in from Fairfax, Virginia, down the street from the NRA headquarters. Timothy Claiborne, or Claiborne, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Detroit, the Motor City. Jennifer Young, concealed carry training graduate from the Illinois Socialist Republic. Congratulations, Jennifer! Peter Duffy, the horror that is New Jersey. Chris Audio, good, but Vid has a zombie? Oh, just, a little bit. I, died a little bit. Nate Schultz, New Zealand, I want to see that area someday. Oh man, I totally do too. Like, even before Lord of the Rings went and showed how, like, glorious it is. Mel, Silicon Valley, California. Aaron Manning, Des, listen to what I mean, not what I say. Yes, I have that problem, exactly. Timothy pronounced Claiborne. Okay, I think I can remember that. That reminds me of the Stephen King book, Dolores Claiborne. I think I pronounced that wrong in my head like 50 million times before I put it together, how it was supposed to be pronounced. Nate Schultz, where's my friend Jovi Beats? Oh, I don't know. He's usually at these. Jennifer Young, were you attacked by Tim? I just, a little died. Just a little. Aaron Manning, she's only mostly dead. See, exactly. Dmitry Volkov. Eric, fantastic. Got my first deer of the season today. Woot! Congratulations. I love venison. And my family on one side, they're all really big hunters. So even though I haven't been hunting before, almost every fall, winter, I usually end up getting some venison. Matthew James Stoddard. Gun laws in New Zealand don't suck as much as Australia, lol. Duly noted. Jesse Vanderhayden. My XDS is coming back to me tomorrow. I can't wait to shoot it again. Yay! I've heard a couple of people, they're starting to get the XDSs back. Trickling back in. I've also read that when they're coming back, the trigger is a little heavier, so I don't know about that yet. Thomas R. Fry, finally figured it all out. Moon Clipper 45 hath arrived. Smiley face. Welcome. Peter Duffy, the zombie makeup stops at the pink fluffy slippers. That's sad. I don't generally wear slippers, even though, well, maybe I should. My feet are always freezing. Kevin Murillo. Or Murillo. I don't know, I'm sorry. This is better than the YouTube vids. Pretty awesome. Thank you. I like it because it allows me to talk with you guys in real time, or pretty darn near close. I think if you have a decent connection, the delay is only 2 or 3 seconds between when you send me a comment and I read it to you. Yeah. Or you hear me read it to you, rather. Timothy Claiborne getting a free 7-round mag for the 45. I have also heard that. So anybody who did send their XCS in for repairs got it back with a new magazine. Handgun Newbie. Evening all. Checking in from Minneapolis Airport. Ooh, well, thank you for tuning in even while you're traveling. Thomas R. Fry. I'm down here in Northeast Missouri. Jennifer Young. Evening, HGN. Are you still being held by the TSA? Kevin Murillo. The second way you said it was with a Spanish accent. You did good. Woo! I can remember that. Jennifer Young. It's true. One of the instructors in my class got his XDS back, and the trigger is definitely different. Axel Trucker. Yay! End of the summertime. Now the live streams are an hour earlier. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Tony Silviero, if your feet are cold, put on a hat. I'm a cold-blooded animal. I don't seem to generate my own body heat. I mean, dying hasn't really improved that. I'm just kind of cold everywhere now, but, I make it work. Harold, live from Chicago, a.k.a. Chirac. Oh, that's funny. I haven't heard that one before. Oh, Dad has heard that. But I haven't heard I haven't heard it called that. Oh, man. My hair is all over the place, being wild and dead and everything. MDS 556, second FoD live stream for me. Yes! Oh, Rick. Hello, Destiny from Rhode Island. Well, hello from Wisconsin. Handgun Newbie Nate. Someone has to make this steak look sexy. You can't do it all by yourself. LOL. Nate Schultz, Dest, your zombie grunts and groans sound a lot like the English language. Well, actually, there's a story to that. I'm one of those higher functioning zombies. If you watch, there's a wonderful documentary on it called American Zombie. Not all of us are those stereotyped, groaning, moaning, dragging dead people. Some of us even work in everyday society. You just don't even notice. Dmitry Volkov, please tell me you're going to pick up your XDS dressed like that. When I still had siblings who were young enough to trick-or-treat, or kids of friends who were willing to go trick-or-treating, I would totally go. Actually, it was a couple years ago. We went trick-or-treating as a family, and I was a zombie with a different getup, and I really like get into the whole zombie thing. So I was like groaning and dragging my feet and shambling around, and I accidentally scared a couple of kids. There was like this 2-year-old who started crying and dragged his mom across the other side of the street. I was just having fun. I mean, it's not my intent to go around like terrifying little children, but I guess that must have meant I was pretty convincing. Jennifer Young, I work with a couple of zombies. Yes, they do carry on normal lives. John, hello, Destiny from Wisconsin. Yay, a fellow Wisconsinite. Okay. Let me get caught up real quick here. Handgun newbie. The only thing TSA is holding is my, never mind. I see what you did there. Matthew James Stoddard. I like cold weather over hot weather. I'm glad I missed the heat wave on the East Coast. I am totally the opposite. I would rather be, like, too warm than too cold. Lena Kasane. No daylight savings for Hawaii. Never quite understood why. Shoot fast fun. Yeah, some zombies are also in Congress. True story. Joe for Beats. Whoops, sorry boss, didn't recognize you. There you are! We were waiting on you. Nathan Lamberson. OMG, the other night I went to a party dressed as a zombie fisherman and I scared a kid. It was epic. Fantastic. Gosh, I'm like too much of an introvert. I don't even remember. I don't know that I've ever been to a Halloween party. I don't think so. Whoa. I live under a rock. It's okay. Harold. Yeah, I'm a zombie, so I guess that's acceptable. Harold, it is my first time checking in with a live stream. Well, I hope you have fun with it, because we always have a blast.
I'm in love with a zombie.
Scott Messino, holy smokes, Destiny. When did you start dating Chris Brown? Sorry, I'm late. Aww. I'm just a little bit of a klutz. It's, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Andrew Stevens, I'm with you on hot vs. cold. I moved from Virginia to Ohio. Love the shorter, milder winters here. Kevin Murillo. Hermit crab? Yeah, pretty much. At least I get internet here. That's pretty cool. Although you would think with all the time I spend on the internet, I'd have like a better understanding of what's going on in pop culture, but I don't really care to keep up with that. Bleh. I know what I was going to say, but I didn't know how I was going to say it. Sorry. A little brain hiccup there. You'll have to excuse me. It's a consequence of being dead. Yeah. It's also Harold's first live stream. So, let's see. Mel and Harold, can anybody or everybody who already has been to a live stream, can we welcome Harold and Mel, please? Because it's their first time. And Dmitry Volkov, pop culture is best avoided. May cause a sharp IQ drop. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm really missing out on anything. And if there are, like, television shows, usually I can catch them on, like, Netflix if they're really compelling.
I'd like Aaron
Aaron Manning, not exactly a live stream tonight. Yeah, it's more like an undead stream tonight. Happy Halloweens! Kevin Murillo. I'm new too! Welcome, Kevin! Eric Kamichik. Great makeup, Des. Oh, thanks. This is actually like a quick, makeup job for me. I usually go a little bit more overboard, but I wanted you guys to still be able to recognize me. It really? I have not seen her comment. I probably just missed it. Now I'm searching to go find it. My pro dad sir over here tells me that Carrying Cowgirl is on, even though I missed your comment. So welcome. Marcus De Bruno, welcome to the dark side. We have cookies and milk. Are they chocolate chip cookies, though? Because oatmeal raisin cookies is not a good enough reason to join the dark side, but chocolate chip I'd be okay with. Mark Rorig. Okay, Des, who killed you? I just kind of had a little bit of an accident. It's fine. Still a little bit of head bleeding. Oh, there we are! Kim Childress, carrying cowgirl here from Kentucky. Ah! Well, welcome. Again. More welcome. Extra welcome. Jeremy Humphreys. My connection is acting undead tonight. Oh, womp womp. Refresh. F5. That seems to usually work. Lena Kasane. Rob Zombie Living Dead Girl playing on my iPhone. By the way, welcome all new livestream participants. BT Dubs. That is my all-time favorite Rob Zombie song. Like, of all time. I absolutely love it. Jofa Beats. Had a family Halloween party Sunday. Dressed as a seal. That was easy. Smear a bunch of camo makeup on my face. Good to go. Oh man, I should have posted it. I took a picture of it because it cracked me up. I was looking at Halloween costumes because I love Halloween, even though I already knew what I wanted to be and knew that I was going to make my costume and everything. I saw this funny, this getup that was supposed to be like an army soldier getup or outfit. So I took a picture of it, and it looks. The only resemblance it has to the actual army ACUs is that it's in Digicam, which actually I think didn't they switch to multicam anyway. But I took a picture of it and I sent it to my brother, and I'm like, this is what you're supposed to be wearing. Thomas R. Fry. I've heard makeup like that called moulage. Litaz 74. 'Tis but a flesh wound, right? Matthew James Stoddart. Pistols are heavily restricted in New Zealand, but rifles are fairly easy to obtain. Military semi-autos are a bit harder to get. Alright, let me get caught back up on comments here. I'm sorry, sometimes it takes me a sec. Kim Childress. My first time here. I always miss it. Well, I'm really glad you were able to make it tonight. One of the reasons why I host the live stream for an hour and a half is not because I expect everybody to tune in and like talk with me for an hour and a half, which, by the way, makes me really appreciate the people who do stick around. But the idea is to try to make it a little bit more accommodating for people to tune in for a little bit and then head out when they have to leave, just to try to make it a little easier. And for those people who keep missing it anyway, work or obligations or whatever, I do take this live recording and I put it up on youtube.com/FateofDestinee after the fact. Like live stream episode 22 just posted to YouTube sometime this afternoon, or no, a few hours ago on YouTube. So you can always check them out there if you miss it or you just want to get caught back up or whatever.
Usually you're like 2 days late.
Yeah, I know. Ruratonum. Holy crap! Just got here. Destiny's all deadified. Yeah, I had a little bit of an incident. I kind of tripped, and it's fine. I don't even feel it or anything. Dmitry Volkov, you were running again, weren't you? Is it really that obvious? I'm that much of a klutz? Joe Beats, thought we were reciting lines from Young Frankenstein. It's pronounced Frankenstein. Isn't it also Frederick? No, it's Frederick. Okay, I could quote that like all night. I really love that movie. A lot of Mel Brooks movies. Most of them. Matthew James Stoddart. I own my granddad's 303 Enfield, a 3030 Marlin, a semi-auto 22, a bolt-action 22, and 2 shotguns. It's 1:20 p.m. here. Oh, holy cow. Talk about time difference. That's crazy. Gary Jordan. I'm finally able to catch one of these live streams. Welcome, Gary. Everybody say hello to Gary. And if you didn't already, say hello also to Carrying Cowgirl. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you have fun. Tony Silviera. Silviera. With scissors, no doubt. No, I was running with knives. It's totally different. There's no rule that says I can't run with knives. Oh, speaking of knives, Kenny, can you recommend a good general purpose knife for under 50? Off the top of my head, I think, geez, Kershaw's are usually pretty good as far as like bargain goes. Oh, CRKT blades. That might be something to look into. I think a couple of them off the top of my head that come to mind for like a good bargain
I don't like
blade.
blades because they don't stay sharp with steel.
Well, if he wants to spend $50, odds are he's not going to find something really awesome for corrosion resistance and edge retention.
What about cold steel?
He's still not going to spend $50. That'll be closer to like 80 or 90. Like cold steel and Benchmade if he wants to get like a holdout or a Recon.
I'd still recommend Spyderco.
Oh shoot, yeah, Spyderco would be pretty solid. That's still going to be like 60 to 80. So if you're willing to up your price range a little bit, there are a bunch of options, like the Spyderco Delica or the Endura, or the Benchmade Mini Griptilian or the regular Griptilian, or the Cold Steel Recon. Awesome utility kind of all-purpose blade. So if you're willing to spend like maybe 70, there are a bunch of like good options that'll have some reasonable corrosion resistance and reasonable edge retention. The kind of steel that you're going to want to keep an eye out for will be like 154 cm is solid, or Cold Steel's AUS 8A is pretty solid.
I agree with Joe for these. There's going to be a blade that both Cold Steel makes. It's going to be in the price range.
Yeah, in that price range. Or what else? Let's see. Yeah, that was pretty much all that I had to say on that. As far as Gerber goes, you're not going to get the same kind of edge retention because the steel isn't quite as solid, unless you're buying a Gerber with 154 cm. I can't think of any of them off the top of my head, if there are any, because I'm not... the only Gerbers I've come across up to this point have not had that quality steel. But yeah, Cold Steel, Spyderco, and like the Benchmade mini grip would be right up in that area. Lena Kasane, Young Frankenstein rocks, but I don't like Frau Blucher. She is a scary individual. She cracks me up there. Oh, do I have a kitty down here?
Who's coming downstairs?
I might have a kitty joining us. He doesn't seem to mind me being dead. He just wants to be fed. Chris Miller, the Gerber Evo is what I've been rocking for years as my EDC. Oh, what's the price range on that? That might be something to look into for our friend. Dmitry Volkov. Des, do you or Dad of Destiny have any experience with hydro-dipped gun stuff? I've just started attempting to do my own.
It looks easy enough. I haven't even tried it.
Dad says it looks easy enough, but he's never tried it. I don't have any experience with it. Xerxes! Come here, Xerxes. Aw, good boy. He actually came when I called. Kitty of the living dead! Oh, I pick him up. He's purring right away. This guy's a little motorboat. Okami Jigoku. Oh no! Kitty will eat your undead face! Nah. My cats are cuddle bugs. But only when it's like the most inconvenient time possible for me. And then they like demand it. And they like, it doesn't matter how many times I like throw them off my lap or off my one cat likes to sit around my shoulders. I call it kitty scarf. And I have like scars on my shoulders from him trying to like stay attached when I didn't want him to stay attached because my cats have all their claws. But I think they're too lazy to try and munch on my dead face. Kim Childress. LOL, Raspberry is her name. My shotgun is Big Dog. Matthew James Stoddart. It's a very small country, only 4 million. A third of the population lives in Auckland. Scott Messino, lick her wounds, kitty. My dog would be much more likely to try and fix it if you weren't, like, chilling on the couch like a lazy boy. Harold, nice cat. Is that a Maine Coon? No, they're just American tabbies, little brown tabbies. Leonidas, yeah, I guess they might have a little bit in them, but it would only be like a little bit, because as far as the size goes, they're actually kind of small. Like, they're smaller than the last tabby that I had.
He's got at least 3 of the Maine Coon traits, so there's some of it in his for sure.
Yeah, because of the fur and stuff. The long hair shows it more than the short hair. Nate Schultz, the best cat trap is an empty box. Seriously, they are addicted to those things. Oh my gosh, yes. My cats also like paper bags, too. They'll go nuts for those. Florida Shane, cool makeup. Thank you. Shoot Fast Fun. My German Shepherd, Maggie, would love to meet your kitty. Yeah, my dog, Aries, loves my cats. Not in the kind of way that they appreciate. They are terrified of him. They don't want to be in the same room. Like, it's not good. Unfortunately. I mean, we can keep him around the dog because Aries is pretty well trained. But he just sits there and, like, quivers. Like, I would really, really, really like to eat these cats. It'd be awesome. But then he doesn't. Mark Rorig. Hey, Des, you might be interested in knowing that I recently got a single-action 45 cowboy gun. Excellent. So are y'all set to start cowboy action shooting? Shoot Fast Fun. Cats hate me. They really hate me. We have 2. Yeah, I've got Xerxes and his brother Leonidas, which I just had Xerxes. Leonidas is probably sleeping because he is also fabulously lazy. That seems to be like a trait of my pets. And Joe Beats, my wife's cats go crazy at Christmas shredding all the tissue paper. Yeah, my cats are into that too. One time we left a loaf of, I think it was my brother, left a loaf of bread out. Like, he'd made some toast and left the bread by the toaster, turned his back for like 5 minutes, and the bread was, half of it was just gone, and the rest of it was spread all over the floor. So apparently my cats like bread. Oh, they like tortillas too, because sometimes I'll get these huge tortillas and I'll just munch on them. And if I'm not paying attention, they will totally come up and try to take little bites out of them. They're brats. Harold, Destinee, did you purchase any weapons for SAS yet? No, not yet. I've got a couple of other things that I'm working on right now, so it's a purchase, or they're purchases that I have like down the horizon that I'd like to make, but at the moment, I kind of had to plan out what I want to get. Friedrich Bondenman, we have a new terror kitten. We are all bleeding. That was the case with the cat, with my mom's cat. He started off as little baby fluffball, adorable kitten who, like, slept on my shoulder wherever I went and was, like, a super sweetheart. And then he just, I don't know, like, snapped or something. He got really, like, sassy. And so eventually my mom got his claws out. And now he's, like, too fat and lazy for the most part, but still, he, like, really hates guys. So anytime guys are over, he freaks out at them. But that's why he doesn't have claws anymore. Scott Messino, I have a Hemingway cat with 26 toes. Spock paws. Oh my gosh, how bizarre. Shoot Fast Fun. My brother's dog is named Peepers. Aw, that's cute. My dad's dog died 3 months ago. Sad. It was a Siberian Husky. Oh, those are so pretty. I'm sorry. I'm really fortunate that even, like, the dog I had as a kid, I've not had to deal with, like, my dogs dying. This dog I had with a kid, something happened, we ended up giving away to somebody, and so I didn't have to think about that. But when I was in high school, my cat, my, like, baby cat that I totally spoiled the crud out of, he passed, and that was the first time I had to deal with a cat dying, or with a pet dying. It sucks. It really does. Jennifer Young, I purchased my second gun yesterday. Celebrated finishing my CCW training. Excellent. What'd you get? Oh, Dad says it was a 1022 because I missed the comment. Those are just like a bucket of fun. Andrew Stevens, I made a big impulse purchase yesterday. A Smith 627 PC. Ooh, beautiful. Matthew James Stoddard. Our last family cat died a few months ago because he was really sick. Yeah, that's how my cat went. Got really sick. We tried keeping him, hanging in there. Took him to the vet. Spent a lot of money on him, and that gave us an extra month or two. But then he eventually passed. It was nice though to have that little extra time, because that allowed me to say my goodbyes to him. Scott Messino, 3 dogs and 2 cats gone, but they're up drinking Crystal with Biggie and Tupac now. Man, you got some cool cats and pups. Kevin Murillo. My sister had a husky mixed with a lab. It looked like a husky, but he was all black. Ooh, that reminds me. Sometimes I watch on Netflix that Cesar Millan show, Dog Whisperer. I love they had a black German Shepherd on there. That's one of the most gorgeous dogs ever. Super pretty. It's funny how many firearms enthusiasts I meet who are also dog fans. Todd Wygren, when are you gonna wear your costume? Sassy. Well, this will be one of them. I might do something different for Halloween. I don't know, because I like being creative and it's a great opportunity for me to, do some fun stuff with makeup and latex prosthetics and the worm and stuff. Dmitry Volkov, I have a white German Shepherd. His name's Sig. Ah, that's awesome! Devin Koger, my husky's only 3 months old and she is red and white. Her name is Ruby. Aw, that's super cute! Shoot Fast Fun. I'm glad I took many videos of Henry, my Saib. I get to go to YouTube now and remember him. If you love your pets, video them. That is excellent advice. I love putting Aries on video. It's hard working with, animals as far as getting them to do what I want them to do on video. I did a video for, when I went, the first year I think I went to SHOT Show, or maybe it was the second year, but Aries was a puppy, and so I was playing with him with a toy, and it was just he was so unpredictable. It was difficult to keep him in the frame, and, to not have his dog bits all on camera, because nobody wants to see that, because he loves, rolling over and just being ridiculous. It's fun though. I like how I have a couple of videos that allow me to watch his growth, because there was when I brought him home, we got a little video, and then at a couple months old, and then at a year old, and that kind of thing. Scott Messino, everybody's going as Miley and Thick at the VMAs for Halloween this year, it seems. Awkward. I don't want to see any of that. Nathan Lamberson, I have a year-old female German Shepherd. She looks like a full-grown dog. She's big. Oh yeah, I bet. Ha! Eric Kmichik says, I have a dachshund named Zeus. Cute. Thor DeShane, I just bought a $5 raffle ticket for a Glock 40. If, parentheses, when I win. I think I'll trade it for a 10mm. I did shoot one relatively recently at the Iraq Veteran 88 shoot in Georgia. I got to shoot my first 10mm, and it was the Glock 10mm. I can't remember off the top of my head what the model number is, because I've only shot it just the once, but it was fun. Jennifer Young, no pets here. Aww. Rick, does your dog react to your makeup? No, not at all. He likes the smell of it, and he wants to sniff it a whole lot. But we did have one time where I did a video for a Zeta ZFL M60 flashlight, and my brother was wearing a mask, so he's running around as this zombie. And whenever he wore the mask at home, it totally tripped Aries out. He did not understand what was going on. It confused him, and he was really just, what is this? It was funny. Shoot Fast Fun. Ha! Getting animals to do what you want on video. Henry was a star on my other channel. He rarely did what I wanted, but it always turned out great. I did do one video where I just randomly took footage of Aries being silly, because he has this thing where he sings to his toys. Well, I call it singing. But he makes this whimpery singing, whining sound while he's playing, and I just get the biggest kick out of it, so I compiled a bunch of little instances of that and put it in a YouTube video one time. I thought it was cute. Kevin Murillo. I saw your last show, and you were talking about the Beretta's safety being in the way. Have you considered the Taurus 92? Different placement. I would rather have my Beretta than a Taurus, but I have shot a model of the Beretta that's just the decocker, and while the placement still isn't ideal, I do prefer having the decocker, and it's not enough for me to want to get rid of my Beretta. I'm pretty slow to get rid of any of my guns. Joke the beats. I can't even get myself to do what I want on camera. I know that feel. There are times where I'll take, like, 4 or 5 different takes, and I'll watch it and just be like, Destiny! Why do you keep making that gesture? That doesn't relate to anything you're talking about, and it looks weird. But it's subconscious. But I guess that's the beauty of being able to edit. You get some of that in real time here, though. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess depends on your perspective. Seeing as how this is all live and unscripted and, well, I don't have a script anyway, but it's unplanned. I don't have any idea what we're going to talk about when I go and start these. Not unless I have some sort of, like, article I want to discuss or something like that. Shoot Fast Fun. When I came home from the Iraq veteran 8888 shoot, Maggie, the German Shepherd, didn't recognize me and started barking and getting angry. Oh, man. I am wondering, whenever my brother comes home from his deployment, how my dog is going to respond. That'll be interesting. Thomas R. Fry. My dog is a gun. Barks over here and bites over there. And I only have to feed it if I use it. And you don't have to clean up after it as much, right? Friedrich Bonneman. The Glock 29. Ah, thank you. Axel Trekker. Scripted conversations are just boring. The biggest problem that I had, like when I was, 2.5 years ago starting to make videos, I thought it would be helpful for me to kind of get into things, to plan out a script and try to memorize lines, because I thought that would give me a better idea of what I wanted to say when I was on camera. It did not work like that at all. Anytime that I tried to work off a script, I just sounded like I was rehearsing instead of actually just being me. So it ended up making it a longer process, especially in those earlier videos while I'm still dealing with the worst of my social anxiety and camera shyness. But these days, it seems to work out pretty well, and I think ultimately it just, without having a script, it lets me be me, and that makes me like the videos more anyway. Nathan Lamberson, Dest. I'm considering a Springfield EMP 40 for my first concealed carry gun when I get my CCW license. What do you think about that for someone in a wheelchair? Colleen from Keeping the Peace, I don't know if you've checked her out at all, but she says that you can generally carry larger than normal firearms from a wheelchair, so 40 might work well. I haven't shot the EMP in 40, but I have shot the EMP in 9, and I was very fond of it. The ergos on it are lovely. Oh yeah, and shooting from the wheelchair, it won't put you off balance having a larger or even a snappier firearm. So that sounds, as far as my, amateur perspective goes, for whatever it's worth, it sounds like that'll work out really well for you. Oh, plus, it'll be way easier for you to, carry any extra gear if you need to, like spare mags and stuff. That's pretty rad. Mark Rorig. Plus, it sounds better when it's unscripted. It sounds more real. Yeah, especially in stuff like this. You get all the mistakes and everything. You get to learn just how awkward and goofy and silly I am. For better or for worse. I have fun, though. And, well, there are 74 of you tuned in at the moment, so, must not be too bad.
No, it's bad.
No, it is bad. Dad is assuring me it's awful. Well, thanks, guys, for hanging in there through all of this awful conversation. Devin Koger. Who makes these tactical harnesses for your dogs? I don't know, but I need one. Shoot Fast Fun says, Devin, check out activedogs.com for vests and dog gear. Thank you. I definitely need something like that because I want to get Aries something so he's not cold in the winter, because he's a short hair and, well, he, shivers going outside when it starts getting colder. And I don't want to put him in a, goofy little sweater or something. I would feel like such a dork. So I want to get him a little, like, tactical vest so I don't feel so guilty about putting him in something to keep him warm. Dmitry Volkov. Saw your impromptu cover of Kansas on Artisan Tony's channel. Any chance we'll see that one on All Things Destiny? I think you could do a great rendition of it. Just my 2 cents. Yeah, it might be something that I'll work on. I still have a ton of footage that I haven't finished processing for the Fate of Destiny, so All Things Destiny I haven't worked on as much, but I still have ideas for that channel. Okamiji Goku. I don't know, you seem alright to me. At least you can get on camera. I hate cameras. I have a hard time doing spree casts with my dad sometimes. It has been a learning process. It really has. Like, I don't like watching my older videos because I go back and I see how, like, totally awkward I am, and I just, ugh, makes me bite my lip and go, why did I publish that? But I do still get people now and then, like with the disassembly, the 1911 disassembly videos I did, like really early on. I still have people who comment once in a while and telling me that it was helpful, so I don't want to take it out. I don't want to, you know, delete the video just because it looks like, well, it's not a good representative of what I can do on video today. But, you know, it's kind of part of the process, and it is evidence of me, my personal growth, and that's pretty cool. Jennifer Young, don't listen to Dad of Destiny! He's my dad, of course I don't listen to him. Kevin Murillo. Okay, the question of the day, AR or AK? Dun dun dun! Both. I have ARs and I have AK variants. Both of them, and I shoot both equally, or I enjoy shooting both equally. But what do you guys think? Do you have a preference? Let me know why. Drew Smoke Johnson. I say we do something big. We should have like a big meet. Like, see if we can get FoD, Hickok 45, Yankee, etc. Just an idea I came up with at work. Yeah, that might be fun. A lot of planning, but it definitely is. That is like the biggest challenge with putting an event together, is finding like a time and a place that works for everybody, because the advent of the internet, people can be watching from New Zealand, like we have right now, or the UK, or what have you, and so they've got different, or just plain people having different work schedules. So finding a place that works and finding a time that's free for everybody, it's a huge challenge. Matthew James Stoddard. If I could avoid it, a decent hunting rifle with a zoom in scope on 30-06, 308, 44 mag lever gun, semi-auto, shotgun, plus so many more. Yeah, I'm not what I would call like a... Oh, I guess I would say that I don't have an individual preference as far as guns go. Yeah, that's the word I was searching for. I'm not an elitist. Mostly, if it goes bang, fires a projectile, odds are I'll enjoy it. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm an optimist. I think that every firearm has its perks and its downsides, and that's enough for me. Kevin Murillo. I missed a comment over here. Nate Schultz. AK only because of the proven reliability. Reliability is always the most important. You have to clean an AR. You don't have to clean an AK. Kevin Murillo. Okay, another question. In a survival situation, the rifle you will first choose will be AK or AR. Actually, I have an article on that on thearmsguide.com. So if you go to thearmsguide.com and check out the tag team zombie guns, we all give our perspectives on that, so it might be entertaining for you. Michael Sanchez, first time on the LiveStream. Awesome, the LiveStream. Oh, that's funny. I feel like there should be some sort of 70s music playing there. Well, welcome. I hope you have fun. And can everybody welcome Michael, please? Scott Messino, crap, phone call, deuces, people. Bye, thanks for chatting with us for a little bit. Rurotonum. I like my AR better. They're a great learning gun. What the heck? Okay. I actually had that on silent, so I don't know what happened. My phone is possessed.
It's the undead too.
Yeah, my phone is undead too. Well, I guess I should have anticipated that. Scott Mazzino. Crap! Oh wait, I read that. Rurotonum. I like my AR better. They are a great learning gun to build your confidence working on your own stuff, and you can do anything to it. That is fun. Accessorizing, I don't know, maybe it's just the girl in me. I don't know. I like being able to customize something. It seems to be to make it more like my own. But I think that, on the other hand, I think that like a classic looking like wooden furniture AK looks awesome. I think it looks beautiful. Shoot fast fun. The Love Boat. LOL. Planks for Fun 1982. Hi, Michael. Hi, Michael. Welcome to the live stream, or the love stream if you prefer. Jennifer Young. Wonder who the ZOD army will be blitzing tonight. Zombie of Destiny? That's silly. Rurotonum. My name made the phone ring. You're magic. Bradley. So I come in and it looks like Destiny didn't hold on to the 500 firm enough. No, see, no imprint of the sights. I just tripped a little bit, and I fell a little bit.
You were running with scissors?
I was running with a knife because I don't have any rules that say I can't run with the knife. I just tripped a little bit. Okami Jikoku. Speaking of ARs, my dad and I just put together our lowers for our builds. Ooh, fun. Axel Trekker. Haven't shot an AK or an AR, but the SL8, the closest thing to a G36 you can get in Germany. Sounds like fun. I wouldn't turn that down. Harold. Destiny. Do you prefer an AK-47 or an AK-74? Both! I have one of each, so I enjoy them. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say that I have a preference. I like them both equally. I guess if I were in a survival situation, it's nice that the AK-74 rounds are a little bit lighter, so I could carry more. But if I'm just talking about like toting out to the range, both. Shoot fast fun. My dad put a Bumsky stock on our AR. Now it runs at $300 a minute. Nice. Those Bumskys are a ton of fun. And now you could get 5.56 ammo, so you can actually like play with that a bit. Kevin Murillo. Classic are awesome, even though they have a bad rap. Which, for people who don't know, it's hard to deal with. Like, my parents or something, they associate that with a bad person. Yeah, it's unfortunate that, firearms that have that look end up having some negative association for pop culture, because they're the bad guy gun in movies and stuff, but maybe you'll change your minds. Nathan Lamberson. FoD Dad, make a rule about not running with knives. Well, I think it's a little late. Just kidding. Devin Koger. Anyone ever get a hold of cheap 22s? Last time I got 22, I think I got a box of 555 for, what was it, like 40 bucks? Something like that. I'm glad to have it. I still have some of that left. If I buy an AK, it would be Rifle Dynamics 700. I'd love one day to get an Arsenal. That'd be rad. Can't afford one right now, but... Timothy John Larson. I'm back! Driving home and in and out of service. Well, welcome for a little bit, anyway. I hope your connection hangs in there. Rurotonum. I run with lightsabers. They don't have any wiggle room for mistakes, though. Nah, I imagine you'd have to run very carefully. Dmitry Volkov. 40 bucks for only 500 rounds? That's crazy. It's only $20 for 11.50 here. Why? I'm so jealous. Yeah, I guess part of the problem is still finding the 22, because most of the places where I go, it's still like on back order, and when they get it in, it's out the same day or within a couple of hours. 9mm is still a little bit I see it a little bit less frequently than, like, say 45 or something. But it's still possible to find it, at least. Timothy Claiborne, if I drank enough tequila to have worms coming out of my cheek, I would sing too. Marcus De Bruno, gotta go. Was fun tonight. Have a good evening, all. Aw, well, thank you. Mark Rorig, yeah, Des, you really should be more careful carrying a knife. I didn't know. Nobody warned me. Gosh.
Usually rely on comments from the internet.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't tell me what to do on YouTube, I don't know whether or not I'm being safe. Like, how else would I have learned to cut towards me with a knife if I didn't have YouTube comments? I mean...
Actually, I think it's
cut a... Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not what I heard on the internet, okay? If it's on the internet, that means it's fact. Bradley, okay, now having both an AK and an AR, I love the AK. Matthew James Stoddard, I would love to get a 500 Smith & Wesson pistol or a lever gun. Ooh, yes, both. There's something about a lever gun that is just like, it's so much fun. I really enjoy them, especially for plinking, just because then I go through a lot of ammo, and I don't know, it's fun. Let me read another comment here. I lost the one I was going to read before. There it is. Michael Sanchez, thanks, this is a lot of fun. Awesome, I'm glad you're having a nice time. Jennifer Young, 22 is nearly impossible, but I was given a brick today by a friend of mine, so I can shoot my 10-22. That was very cool of him. Aw, that's nice. Plinks for Fun, 1982. There seems to be some 9mm around in my area, but 22 is hard to find. Ooh, Chris Miller says AIM surplus has 1,000 rounds of M8 555 556 for $409.99. Oh yeah, I see 556. Like lots and lots of it. Several different manufacturers. And I'm seeing 45 everywhere too, yeah. Nate Schultz, I will never, ever, 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 ever sell or get rid of my SGL-31 that I had redone at AK USA with a Russian folding stock. Aw, yeah. Nate Schultz, it is illegal to lie on the internet. Yes, of course. It's against the rules. Shoot Fast Fun, you believe everything on the internet? Have you been drinking the Kool-Aid? Well, if somebody took the time to type it out, it must be true, especially if it's in all caps. That makes it double true. It's science.
I think that's your zombie brain talking.
Yeah, probably. Should have a little bit more brains. I'm running out of my own. Leaking out my ears a little bit. It's hard to keep those intact these days, you know, being dead and all. Friedrich Bonenman. Any Smith & Wesson stories, like front sight to the forehead? No, I haven't done anything injurious or anything with it. The first time I shot it, it was surprising just how much it kicks. But it's difficult to try to translate how the kick is going to affect you until you actually shoot it. The best I've been able to do is to just kind of like prepare for the worst. But especially the more I began shooting it, the more familiar it became, and so I have a better, like, my muscle memory has a better idea of what to anticipate. Trevor, yay! I made it after missing the last couple of streams. Yay! I'm glad you made it. Alright, let's read some more. Jotha Beats, Eric, look for the one titled Iraq Veteran 8888. Hosted Range Day, Part 2. Matthew James Stoddard. Tequila is blood poison. Last time I drank tequila, I passed out in the mud. And it was, well, we'll say raining really hard. And my mates told me that some dirty old lady tried to root me. LOL. Shoot Fast Fun. I have ocean property in Kansas for sale. $100 an acre. What the heck? Seriously. It's taken care of. Jofa Beats. Is that show any good? I haven't seen it yet. Oh, referencing Todd Wygren mentioned, I can't watch the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and you at the same time. Arg! But you are winning. Aw, that's nice. Thank you. If it makes it any easier, I do post these live streams up after the fact, so. David B., it's my B-day! Woo! Happy birthday! Did you do anything fun today? I don't remember what your time zone is, so. Let's look through these comments again because I lost what I was going to reference. Rurotonum, for shooting 22, I've had to stick to the 10-round mag instead of the 25s. Gotta slow down somehow. My sister has a the SR-22 rifle, which, by the way, I'm quite fond of. And she's got, is it a couple 10-rounders or just one? Either way, she's got 10-rounders and she's got a 25-rounder, and the 25-rounder doesn't feed as reliably as the 10s we've found. It's only once in a while, but it's still plenty of fun to shoot. I really enjoy that. Rurotonum, last time I drank tequila, I could feel the rotation of the earth. It pinned me to the floor and walls somehow. I don't really drink a whole lot of tequila. I don't really drink a whole lot in general. I'm more of a social drinker, so it'll just be like beers mostly. Axel Trekker, watching the live stream on YouTube is only half the fun. Definitely better to take part in it. Yeah, I agree. Because you have the actual interaction this way. But I don't know, try to be accommodating for people with, different schedules and stuff. I know my own schedule is always crazy. If I don't make time to do the things that I need to do, I would never find the time. Even the live stream. I guess because I enjoy it so much, it makes me more excited to make time for it, but I guess I've just learned that I have to get better about planning things. Timothy John Larson, my hunting rifle a few years ago. Scope bite 1, me 0. Ooh, ouch. I'm really, really grateful that when I first learned how to shoot that, I had somebody who cared about me, who taught me, the rules and the right way to operate firearms, so I never had any really negative experiences to cloud or affect my perception of the shooting sports. Matthew James Stoddart. Aussies are worse when they drink. They make real animals of themselves. Oh, some rivalry. Thor DeShane, Matthew James Stoddart. That just means we don't have to spend as much money to get fit chased. I see what you did there. Joe Fabice, did we talk about the giveaway yet tonight? No, we have not. For anybody who didn't catch it, I announced the winners on youtube.com/FateofDestinee, so you can check out that video. And for any of you guys who are tuning into the stream, like Jofa Beats, who are waiting on prizes, I just got the last person to give me their information, so I should be able to, or I will be making time to go to start shipping things out tomorrow. And once I do have something shipped out for you, I will send you guys an email. So those of you who are tuned in who won things like, Jennifer Young and whoever else, keep your eyes peeled on your YouTube PMs, because that'll be where I let you know. Is there anything in particular you wanted to bring up, Joe? Bradley, out drinking, I ended up being the DD. Don't mind it one bit. I don't mind DDing, especially if it's for friends. I mean, if it's for the friends of friends, well, then chances are I'm probably already uncomfortable because I'm in a group with people who I don't know extremely well. And in that case, I would be more uncomfortable to be driving them while they're inebriated. But I don't party ever, so I've never even had to be in that situation. Del Reed, I for one love your live stream, and probably the other 70 people here. Aw, thank you. I I was worried when I first started hosting them that they were going to be boring or that people were going to realize how darn awkward I am and not want to watch anymore, but they've gone really well, and I only have you guys to thank. I mean, you make this the event that it is, because otherwise it'd just be me sitting talking to myself, which would be mad awkward. Jofa Beats, that was one of the best, if not the best, giveaway ever. Thank you. Thank you guys for participating. I still cannot believe just how awesome, how crazy and awesome the response was, both from people who were making videos, 83 people, if you didn't know. Holy cow. Thank you guys. And also for the people who shared. I saw a ton of people who are friends with me on the FateofDestinee Facebook who were sharing videos left and right, people on YouTube who were sharing them with other YouTubers, and I had so many people who also would send me emails saying, hey, I found X, Y, and Z channels with less than 5,000 subscribers because of your giveaway. And they even, in their Helping Hands videos, made videos about, hey, these 2 channels I found through the Helping Hands project. So how cool is that? We really made waves in the best way possible. So thank you again. Because that was all you guys, you know? It wouldn't have gone anywhere without you sharing and watching and liking and commenting and subscribing. Excellent point. Mark Rorig says, hey, isn't it time for the FoD Blitz? It is time for the FoD Blitz. For those of you newbies who haven't participated in a live stream before, what I like to do with the live streams, at least for the last, I don't know, 8 or so live streams, is I pick a YouTube channel. Oftentimes it's one that's a smaller channel. Pick one video from that channel, and I ask everybody to pop over to that video and leave a comment, like FOD sent me, or FOD Blitz, or I'm here from Fate of Destiny, or something to that effect. Or get creative if you like, you know, something silly or whatever, original. And basically, it's just my way of asking for your guys' help so that we can all show a little love to another YouTube community member as a team, you know. The person I have picked for this live stream is Julie Golub, because she is a huge inspiration to me as a female firearms enthusiast. And she's a great role model, in my opinion. And she's also helped me out. Oh, and because Jofa Beats recommended that we stop by her channel.
That's right. You've known her for a couple of years now.
I have. I've known her for a couple, 3 years. I've met her at SHOT. I've gone to a gun blogging event with her. She's a nice lady, and she's a heck of a shooter. And I like that she's going out there and being a positive female influence on the firearms enthusiast community. The video that I chose is her. Oh wait, the channel is just plain Julie Golub, and I'll have it.
It's JGoTube.
You can search. Let's see, is it in the chat? It's JGoTube. That'll bring you to Julie Golub's YouTube channel. Axel Trekker, never heard of her before. Oh man, she's a professional shooter for Smith & Wesson for one, and also for Benelli she shoots, and she's got a couple of different companies sponsor her in addition to that. But yeah, she's a crack shot. She's won a lot of competitions. The video that I chose is her latest video. It's the 2013 Wyoming Women's Antelope Hunt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that video up real quick and ask you guys to go post some comments, show her a little love, and I will read the comments as they come in. All right, go to bringing up her channel. There we are, found it. Excellent. All right, guys, if you haven't already, go to the video, and I will go read comments. Okamiji go. Oh wait, I missed one. Volkov 556. Run! There are zombies over there. FoD Blitz. Okamiji Goku 13. The FoD Blitz has begun! Brains. Should I be here? Duck! Incoming FoD Blitz about to hit. Fringe Sniper, first FoD Blitz! LOL. Alright, let me go and refresh so I can read more of your comments. Oh yeah, they're pouring in. Fantastic. Chris B, friends of FateofDestinee in the house. Smile. Should I be here? Prepare for the attack! Veritonem. Come blitz to me, son of Jor-El. Kneel before FoD. Snoochie boochies. That's silly. Shoot fast fun. FoD Blitz. We are here. We see you. There is no escape. Jennifer Young. We are the FateofDestinee zombie army. Don't say the Z word. Sorry. Scouring the land for brains. ... Do you have any brains for us? Blitz. Excavator EE. I'm late, but this is still an FoD Blitz. Nah, man, you're right on time. Randy House. FoD Blitz. Guns for good. FoD Blitz. I shall refresh again and read some more. Drew Johnson. OMG! Run! It's the FoD, or ZOD, parentheses, FoD Blitz. Trev Cargyle, FoD Blitz. Alex, 493. Zombie Destiny dragged me here! Help! Alessio B. Hi, I'm Alessio. I'm a gun geek and I have a oh wait, what? This is not the Gun Geeks Anonymous meeting? Ah, the FoD Blitz, right. Well, FoD Blitz. That was silly. Eric K. Prepare to be invaded by the FoD army. FoD Blitz. Emerald Knight. You've been blitzed. Charger 8921. The FateofDestinee zombie T-Rex army is upon you. Blitzkrieg. Lena Kasane. Welcome Warrior Julie to the Hall of Destiny and pay homage to the almighty Blitz. That was so goofy. I couldn't even read that with a straight face. That was awesome. Oh, and there are more. Geez, guys, you are, like, rocking this. NSE85, don't mind me. I'm just Ermagerd! FoD Blitz! In my head, I saw you saying that, but, like, seizuring. Ermagerd! Awesome in forensics. Destiny says to send some love to your channel. Timothy Claiborne. Hey, Julie, FoD Blitz. Running will not help. Awesome in forensics. Blitz! Christopher Miller, the FoD army has been infected. We are now the FoD zombie horde. Resistance is futile. 40 Cal Jeeper. Du hast. FoD Blitzkrieg. I see what you did there. That was awesome. Wunderbar. Plinks for Fun 1982. FoD Blitz. Zombies hunting antelope since 2013. Del Reed. Beware! Destiny's army is blitzing the world, one YouTube channel at a time. Tonight is your night. Lucky you. Parentheses. Hey, better than zombies at your door, right? End parentheses. Mel Tolentino. Zombie cat lady says to blitz you. That's silly. Alrighty. Savage Henry 762. Desti likes to blitz. She commands and we obey. FoD army. I love your haikus. Bark Parton. Our aim is true and accurate and focused on you, Julie. FoD Blitz. He's a poet, he didn't know it. Alright, that was lovely, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate that you guys help me out. And helping me out helps somebody else out. So it just kind of shares the love. Matthew James Stoddard. If zombies were to attack, I'd have to travel 250 kilometers to get my guns. LOL. Axel Trekker. What's the random German words here? Well, I guess there's a couple of little stories behind that. In a podcast at one point, I expressed my fondness for German rock, like Rammstein and Icebreaker and KMFDM and a couple others. So that's part of it. Another part of it is Blitz, you know, from Blitzkrieg, the whole World War II German, like, war tactic, that whole jazz. And part of it is just, I can't pronounce things in German, so I think people like to laugh out of making me try to say German words. But the du hast, that's part of one of Rammstein's most popular songs, Du hast. And one of my our favorites, Alessia Baldi, LOL, say it again, sharing the love. Jennifer Young, awesome! Julie's gonna laugh reading our comments. I hope so. I laughed. Let me just catch up, see if there's any more. Ah, Kevin Murillo says, live long and FoD Blitz. Okay, let me go back to your comments over here. Kevin Murillo, I think I was literally the last one to Blitz. I think you were, at least up to this minute. I try to keep checking on it just in case other people like drop something in there, but... Mark Rorig, resistance is futile? Isn't that the Borg? Oh wait, Destiny's becoming a Borg! I was assimilated. Whoa, it's not my fault. Oh, crud. Axel Trekker. No, you know what? I can, like, only pronounce half of that. Interessant. No, wait, that's French. Werden, wenn, du hast, higher. I don't know. Are you done embarrassing me? I don't know German. I'm sorry. Give me a comment in Spanish. I will read the heck out of that. I'll even translate it for you. What's funny is, although I have German heritage, though, I know, like, literally, like, 10 words in German. Yeah. That's probably on a good day is 10 words. Like, Guten Morgen and, well, fantastisch, which is just a word I like to say frequently. I don't pretend that I really know how to speak German. Anyway, thank you guys for participating in the Blitz again. Planks for Fun 1982. LOL. French, German, it's all Greek to me. Hablo español, pero alemán, no. Timothy Claiborne. Sehr gut. There you go. That's like a quarter of my German right there. Sehr gut, guten Morgen, fantastisch, wunderbar. Wasser, Bruder, Vater. There you go. I don't know any of these words. Rurotonum. Heh. DOS had to read that a couple times. I tried to read that German comment like 5 times, and I couldn't get through like a third of it. It was painful. My brain cried. That was embarrassing. Joe Beats. Okay, for the ones that have not actually watched the vid, replay it later. It's actually a cool video to watch. Lena Kasane. KMFDM fan? Really? Yeah, is that bad? I don't know, I like their music. I just like it. I like what I like. This music that I like really has like nothing to do with what the lyrics say. Because I listen to stuff just totally across the board. Kim Childress. I can sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in German. That's epic. Alessio Baldi. You know what? Some of that is Spanish and some of that is something I don't know. But I know the Spanish parts are hola, hola. Dormir is to sleep, but that's about all I got out of that one, because that's not even Spanish. Apparently Nate says, tu cara es mía, which means my face is yours, which is silly. Because in I'm silly, so, and maybe immature, so I like to say, your face! So I sometimes will say it in Spanish, tu cara! Because, I don't know, I'm easily amused. We'll just put it up to that. Estoy listo para matar zombies con mi AR-15 y... gosh, I don't know a fast way to say 1911. But it'd be like 1911. That comment was from Fringe Sniper, by the way. And he said, for those of you who don't, translate Spanish, I'm ready to kill zombies with my AR-15 in 1911. Of course, I guess AR-15 in Spanish would be are 15. It's kind of doesn't translate super hot. Ruhetonum, if you think about it, even Rammstein is the Backstreet Boys of German compared to a lot of music that comes from there. Well, if I, oh, Todd Weigren, 99 Luftballons! Yay! That song is so cute. Mitchell Burke, Rammstein, Sonne, Get On It Desk. Oh, I already have that. Don't even worry about it. I've got like, I don't know, 4 or 5 albums by them. I don't even remember. So I've got most of their songs. Okay. Matthew James Stoddard. My laptop is being a wanker. It keeps freezing up. I gotta go to the gym. See you next week from the land of the long white cloud. Well, I'm glad that you were able to join us for most of the conversation. I hope you had as much fun as we've had. Oh, and have a great time at the gym. Lee Nakasane. Oops, I didn't mean to infer something negative. That sometimes gets lost through text. I love the songs that were featured in Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Sorry for the confusion. No, not at all. I can't remember, I can't remember the name of my favorite song of theirs, but what I think is funny about it is, one of the lines is, finger on the trigger of a barrel of a gun. I'm like, that's not how guns work, silly. But I really like this song. Oh, it's called Ready to Blow. That's the song I'm thinking of. I really like that one. Jennifer Young. 99 Luftballons is a horrible song. I like it. You can think it's horrible. Drew Smoke Johnson. Rammstein. Ich will. My fave song by them. That's a good one too. Or Reise Reise. What's really ridiculous is I'll be listening to like Rammstein running or something, and so I start singing with it, and I have no idea if I'm even saying the words correctly, or if I am saying, even if I am saying them correctly, I have no idea what I'm saying. Oh, Sehnsucht is good too. Eric Kmichik, absolutely no phrasing in the video here. Yay! Todd Weigren. I only know Austrian from Falco's Rock Me Amadeus. I know that song! I love that version. Oh, I was keeping track of a comment and then it just jumped on me. Quiero comer sus cerebros ahora. I want to eat your brains now. Okay, let me read some more comments over here. Thor Deshane. I liked when the singer from Rammstein did Helden with Apocalyptica. Oh my gosh. Yes. I discovered Rammstein and Apocalyptica at the same time, so when I was about 12, and there was a good, like 3 months where those two bands were all I listened to. I still listen to a bunch of Rammstein and Apocalyptica. I adore them. Apocalyptica is literally, like, half the reason I joined orchestra, because it's so beautiful. I just love it. The cello is my favorite instrument too, so pretty rad. We should probably bring this back to guns, though. Eventually. I know. For those of you who can carry firearms and who choose to carry, what do you carry? If you're comfortable with sharing. No pressure. Okay, let's get caught up on some... Well, a lot of people are still commenting about Rammstein. Yes! I'm among good company. Rototum, want to listen to something fun? Try Ailstorm. Pirate metal. Ooh, Matthew James Stoddard. My laptop is working now. Woo! Okay, we're getting some... Bradley, Glock 26. Thor Deshane. I carry a Tonkaver. Nice. Kevin Murillo. Glock 21. The Big Daddy. Jofa Beats. 9mm shield. Jennifer Young. I can't carry yet. Wah! Chris Miller. My SIG P220, but we'll be getting a 4-inch 1911 soon. Devin Koger. G21. I don't even brush my teeth without it. Planks for Fun 1982. Keltec PF9. Chris G26 Gen 4 with Federal HST. Timothy Claiborne. Well, when my XDS comes back... Nate Schultz, Glock 30 SF. I can't shoot my carry piece as well as Destinee shoots hers, though. LOL. You know, I thought you did quite well with 1911s. I don't know, I think you might want to consider a different carry piece. Just saying.
It's on camera.
It is on camera. You did
On
shoot
camera,
better
you did
with
shoot better than
1911s than you shot with your carry piece. So, food for thought, Nate. Alessio, no more carry. Not legally, anyway. Shoot Fast Fun. The Taurus TCP 738. Mom of Sam. Kim Childress. I'm an LC9. Wink. Harold. Glock 19 and a Ruger LCP. Chris Miller. A 5-inch 1911 when open carrying. Aaron Manning. I carry a Gen 4 Glock 26 9mm. Shoot Fast Fun. Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 9. Dad of Sam. Dad of Sam. That's cute. Eric Kamichek, nothing, because we're not allowed here in Brazil. Alex von Fossen, or Fossen, I'm sorry, I don't know. Ruger SR9, full size. Mitchell Burke, sorry, issued M&P 40. Mark Parton, Rock Island M1 1911 A1, 45 cal. Savage Henry, 4.5 inch, 40 cal XDM. Mel, G26 outside of California. Dmitry Volkov, do truck guns count? Absolutely! What's your truck gun? Thomas R. Fry, you have one Destinee. I carry a CZ82 9x18 Makarov. I totally do have one of those, and they are fun. Pretty weird since my handle is Moonclipper 45. Thor DeShane, ladies first. If you didn't catch the reference, I did a video on Nate. Well, I was featured in one of Nate's video from NSE 85. So, if you haven't caught that video, I'd recommend go check it out. It's good for a chuckle. Jofu Beats says, Nate, your ego took a hit that day. The upside is that you got to shoot with the boss. Nate Schultz says, that reminds me. I've thought about maybe carrying a SIG Platinum Elite. If you know anyone that has one, I have a Yugo RPK I can trade for it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Shoot Fast Fun. I also love the Taurus Judge around the farm. Dad of Sam. Harold, was that the range video? Yes, it was at the range, and it was fun. We'll just say that. Del Reed, also thinking about a para Nighthawk. A double stack 45 sounds good to me. The double stack paras, they're just like too wide for my grip. It ends up not working out so well for me at all. But I like the idea of a double stack 1911. I mean, if only I didn't have these little tiny arms. Bradley, oh, truck guns. Depend on the time of year, from 12 gauge to the LCR 22. Kim Childress, I want a 1911. Yeah, I always want more 1911s. I can never have enough of those. Kevin Murillo, what about the gun we keep readily available in the house? Yes, go ahead. Jofi Beat, 7 minutes left. Dang. Gosh buckets. We do only have 7 minutes left. Well then, just let me take a real quick second here to chat at you about a couple of things. Oh, first thing, if you don't catch this whole show live, or maybe you want to get caught back up on another show that you missed, he's cool. He's just getting comfortable. I'm sorry, my dog is wiggling on the ground, trying to get comfortable. I will post the live streams on YouTube after the fact. Usually I get them up before the next live video. And usually I don't look dead, because usually I'm not dead. So my apologies for dying before the show. It happens, you know. I'll try to run a little bit less with my my knives around the house. Hope you're ready for Thursday's video on youtube.com/FateofDestinee, because I have videos every Thursday. And I still have enough content that I'll still probably be posting, like the live stream, my main Thursday video, and then some like bonus because I can video at some point in there. Okay. Oh, also, I am very happy to serve as managing editor for the Arms Guide. We post articles every day. So yeah, if you haven't stopped by the Arms Guide, check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm definitely interested in your feedback, and hopefully you'll find an article or two that are up your alley. We've got a bunch of really awesome contributors, and I really enjoy working with them. Okay, so let's go. Now I have people who have answered comments. So I will go and read them. Kevin Murillo, I want my Remington 870 for the house. Thor DeShane, house gun, AK, XDM45. Ooh, Matthew James Stoddard. There was an incident in Auckland a few years ago. Some nutjob tried to rob a gun store with a machete. He got shot in the guts with a .45. They tried to charge the guy who fired the pistol. Ugh. I hate seeing stuff like that. Shoot fast run. Rawr. From Dino Sam. Trevor, house gun is a high point 995. Oh, Gun Website says another great show. Thanks, FOD. Ah, thanks, G-Webs, for checking it out. Dmitry Volkov, the Arms Guide makes for a great read. You have some real talent writing for you. I'm lucky that I work with the people I do because they enjoy doing what they're doing, and I think it translates in their writing. Plus, it's just an opportunity, one more place where I get to talk guns and gear, which, as you know, I'm quite fond of. Joe for Beats, house gun? Depends on the room. Mel, DOD, great job with your daughter from another dad. Aw, that was sweet.
Even with that worm crawling out of your cheek.
Even with the worm crawling out of my cheek. I've got some friends. Okay, Aaron Manning, house gun, Remington 870 Expert, or EXP, sorry, 12 gauge, yeah, Express. I'm dead, okay, gosh, I don't know what you expect from me. I don't process like live brains. Okay, shoot fast fun. Yes, we are close to the prison on TWD. We have trouble with the hordes of zombies overrunning the farm. Rick, where's Carl? I think those are the Walking Dead references. I'll get around to it eventually. The problem is mostly like making enough time because I probably am going to really enjoy it if it's as good as like 99% of my friends say it is. So I haven't even gotten started with it. Chris Miller, I rotate my carry guns, and when carrying on duty, it doubles as a house gun. Friedrich Bonneman, yep, 12 gauge, double-aught buck. Joe for Beats, it's okay, Des, it's been a long night of dead brain talking. I'm working real hard here. No, I really do appreciate you guys taking an hour and a half out of your day to talk with me. I have a lot of fun. Like, every conversation, there's always some point in it that I'm like, this is awesome. Like, it just keeps me coming back and having these conversations with you guys. I think it's great getting to chat with everybody, and I feel like you guys are my friends, you know? So it's definitely cool for me, and I hope that you guys enjoy it even half as much as I do. Yeah, my fellow gun geek friends. It's nice having other gun geeks that I can chat with and be silly with, and I also appreciate how patient you are with me and my socially awkward graces and my inability to think quickly on the spot when I have to answer questions that I wasn't anticipating. All that good jazz. I plan on, checking it out. It's just kind of, I keep busy. So I snag an episode of, like, Doctor Who or whatever now and then. But, Joe for Beats, fun chat tonight, even if you were dead. Aw, thank you, Gun Geeks. Charger 8924, I'm about to throw my laptop out the front door. My battery keeps dying in 5 minutes. Ooh, don't throw your laptop. Maybe get a new battery. Shoot fast fun. Do not start watching The Walking Dead. It is addicting and you'll just have to see what happens next. So don't start. Don't do it. Just don't start. I told you. Don't start. Alright, well, just maybe not more than one episode per night. See, that's how it starts. It's, addiction talking. Oh, apparently, according to my little timer over here, we have like 10 seconds. Ah! Axel Trekker, Auf Wiedersehen des... Oh, see, there you go. You got my entire 10 words of German out, all in one live stream conversation. Shoot, fast, fun. I love Doctor Who! Ah! Me too. Bye, Gun Geeks. Thank you for joining. See you next week at 7 p.m. Central at new.livestream.com/FateofDestinee. Brave.